Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if it is your first time here, hi, my name is Rebecca. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you like the kind of content that I am making. I am putting out a whole bunch of new ideas and I'm really excited about them, and I would love for you to be here for it. I am outside. It is still early morning, around 6:30 or so, and I just thought that I would film out here again like I did last time because I just love being outside. I love listening to the sounds of the birds. In the morning they just sound especially beautiful, so that's what we are doing. It is a little bit chilly, hence why I have a blanket, but it's okay. I am perfectly snug and we are going to do this thing. Today I'm going to be going over some of my favorite crystals. This is a video that I've wanted to do for a while, and it was actually kind of requested after I did my spiritual epiphany video, and I would be remiss if I did not mention them because they are a part of my life, a decently large part. Every time I charge them or try to go and find one, I realize just how many I have all over my house. So we are going to be talking about crystals. I do have some notes that I'm going to be going off of just to make sure that I don't miss anything, because I don't want to miss some important little detail that might be crucial. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first crystal that we're going to be going over is honestly probably my favorite. It's pretty common, a lot of people really like it, but for a very good reason, and that is the amethyst crystal. And it can look a little bit different, but it's usually characterized by a very deep purple, beautiful purple, and it can occasionally have some white through it, kind of like this bracelet does. I also have it in my ring, and I've had this ring for quite some time and I absolutely love it. I bought it off of Etsy. Fun fact, it's actually one of the few crystals that I intentionally went out and bought. Most of my crystals, the vast majority, have either been given to me or have just found their way into my life. And I think that that is a much more natural and preferable way for someone to obtain crystals. Of course, not everybody is blessed enough to have so many come into their life, and if you have to buy one, I definitely don't judge you. But I like the fact that I haven't bought as many as I have. Most of them have been given to me. So I have this bracelet, I have this little smooth polished stone, and I have my ring. I absolutely love amethyst. It's meditative and calming. It works with your physical, mental, and spiritual planes. It's associated with the third eye or crown chakra, and it is known to promote balance and calm. And balance and calm is something that I definitely want in my life, so that is why I am such a huge fan of amethyst. Next is a small crystal that I have called amazonite, and my amazonite is only just very little. It's in this little ring right here, and I bought it because it is known to help balance emotions and tensions in the workplace and in the home. And I definitely feel like a lot of the time there are a lot of negative energy in my workplace, and I think I can use all of the help that I can get, so that is why I got this ring. I absolutely love it. It is known as the Hope Stone. It is good for manifestation and for helping you overcome fears and insecurities, especially when that relates to fears of confrontation or judgment. And I've talked before in the past, I think in an IGTV video, about my fears of confrontation and how I've struggled with confrontation. I just thought, hey, maybe this would help. And I didn't know that that was one of the things that amazonite helps with when I got it. I mainly got it because of the balancing factor, and I found out about the confrontation aspect of it after the fact, and I thought that that was really cool. And just as a final note, amazonite is associated with the throat chakra, which makes sense if you're talking about learning to speak up and overcome fears of confrontation. The third crystal is another one that I absolutely love, and it is called labradorite. And labradorite is an absolutely beautiful stone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well, but there you go, has rainbow strains through it. It's like a deep greeny kind of color. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a worry stone that someone gave me a long time ago. I carry it in my pocket when I'm at work, and it has a nice weight to it. It's absolutely beautiful. It is known as a stone of transformation. It balances and protects the aura, raises your consciousness, and grounds the spiritual energies. I love it, and I use it a lot of the time when I meditate. The next one is red tiger's eye. And fun fact, this red tiger's eye bracelet was actually the first crystal that I was ever given. I was given this back in late 2016, I believe, and I absolutely love it. This was the first time that I ever considered using crystals or even saw them as anything other than pretty rocks, and I've had it ever since. It is known for inspiration, motivation, it calms and centers and helps you relax. It is also known as the survival stone because it helps you stay true to yourself. And when I received this bracelet, I was going through a really tumultuous time in my life. I was reaching the end of a very rocky relationship, and there was a lot of tension, a lot of emotional stress, and I definitely feel like this helped me channel my thoughts towards a more positive lean and work through what I was going through better than maybe I would have if I hadn't had it. The next is citrine, and citrine, beautiful, kind of yellow, or it can be more on the clear side. It's got some deeper yellow hints going through there. It is known to cleanse the chakras and open the intuition. It is also known for attracting wealth and financial stability. So it probably will come as no surprise that I like to keep this little chunk of citrine in my wallet. I don't know, maybe it's complete nonsense, but when I first received this quite a while ago last year, I was really trying to get my finances under control and like stick to a budget and just be really responsible. And after I got this, things really got good, and I've been doing really well, and I just like to keep this in my wallet as a reminder of financial responsibility. I owe it to myself to be as financially free as possible. That's citrine. Absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. It works for a whole bunch of different chakras in your body, and again, the financial aspect, pretty cool. The next one is malachite. Malachite is a green crystal with kind of lighter green streaks going through it. Really beautiful. Funny story about this crystal. Back in 2016, I think, I actually had a dream about this crystal, and I had never ever seen it before, but in the dream I was walking into a room and there were all kinds of crystals, but I felt pulled towards this very particular crystal set on a table kind of by itself, and it was this green color, and it was like very luminescent, and it felt very good, and I felt very drawn to it. And when I woke up, someone recommended to me that I try to look it up and see if I could find it in like a crystal dictionary. And I knew that it wasn't emerald because I know what emerald looks like and feels like. It was something totally different. And so I looked and I settled on this, and I truly believe that that's what I dreamed about. So I ended up buying this bracelet again from Etsy. I think this is the second crystal that I've ever bought. It's a nice bracelet and I like wearing it. And malachite is awesome because it is a protection stone and it absorbs negative energies and pollutants. It also opens the heart and encourages change and increases empathy. And fun fact, I found this out when I was researching this for the video. I didn't know this, but it stimulates dreams, which I just think is so crazy because I first noticed this crystal in a dream and now I have it, and I found that out after the fact. I don't know, maybe that doesn't mean anything, but I think it does. I think it's really cool. So that's malachite. And last but certainly not least is angel phantom, or, and I wrote it down, I'm going to try to say it, but I'm not exactly sure on the pronunciation here, amphibole quartz, or amphibole quartz. I'm not sure. If you happen to know, correct me in the comments. But most commonly it is called angel phantom. It's a type of quartz. It's got these kind of cloudy streaks through it, and then the clear and like some deep red. Absolutely beautiful. This was the second crystal that I was ever given, and it was given to me by someone who was hoping for me to find peace and protection, particularly in my dreams. Dreams are a huge part of my life, if you haven't picked up on that by now. It is associated with higher realms of consciousness, and it aids in connecting to your higher self. It also is known to help you connect to the divine realm, and also encourages or stimulates lucid dreaming, which is something that I'm really interested in. I haven't actually managed to do it yet. I might do a video about that at some point down the line. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. But it's a very good protection stone, especially for the sleeping states and the dream states. So that's just a very small sample of the crystals that I have. I have a ton more, but those are the ones that are my favorites, that are significant to me, and I just kind kind of wanted to go over them. I am not a crystal expert, far, far, far from it. There are people who go way in depth with this kind of thing. I am not one of them. I think they're just very interesting, and I think they're useful for channeling your intention. Now, I do have to say that a lot of people believe that crystals can do a lot of incredible things. Everything from fixing your psychic and energetic body to healing your physical maladies. Everything from, minor ailments to very serious illnesses. And you can believe whatever you want to believe, but all I'm going to say about that is that while I believe that crystals can be extremely powerful for channeling your intention and helping you set your sights on something and giving you a focal point, and while I definitely do believe that everything in the universe has a vibration and an energy, and that those energies can interact with us in a very specific way, do not necessarily believe that they will cure you if you are seriously ill. So to that end, all I have to say is that if you are sick, whether it be some sort of mental health issue or physical health issue, please go see a doctor. Please, please, please. If you want to try working with energy crystals and you want to try going down that route, by all means, we should explore that as much as we possibly can, because I think it's very interesting. But modern medicine is powerful, and don't neglect your health because you're afraid that you're not going to get the help that you need. Don't suffer and try to rely on something like this, because even though this is good, it might not be enough. That is all that I am going to say about that. You know me, I'm not a fan of pseudoscience. I don't like false claims. I don't like pretend evidence. I don't like people making claims that can't be substantiated in any way, and unfortunately that is extremely common nowadays with spirituality and spiritual practices being so popular. And while I don't think we need to go on a witch hunt for those people, I certainly wouldn't want anyone coming after me for the fact that I like using crystals in some of my day-to-day life. I definitely do think that we should try to maintain a balance and have a sensible approach to everything. And that is all I will say about that. Definitely think I've gone on long enough. Let me know what your thoughts are on crystals, on energy, on all that kind of stuff. I do have some videos coming up here in the near future talking about vibrations and sacred geometry and some of the things that I mentioned previously, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and definitely follow me on social. I would love to have you there. By all means, if there's something that you want to contribute, let me know down in the comments. We can chat. For now, that is all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love and light.